views. I don't want to be Mr. Views. I need banana, tasty banana, put banana in my mouth, squeeze the peel, it comes in, then squeeze banana. So here's the deal with King of Fighters 15 tomorrow, alright? All along the time that we've been talking about me playing this game, people have been under the impression that I should get it on PlayStation 5, okay? Why? Because people say that for fighting games, there's a bigger installed player base playing these games actively on the PlayStation consoles than there are on the Xbox consoles, okay? So essentially, if I get it on PS5 and I go to play the game online, there should be more competition available to play, all right? If there's more competition available to play, think of it this way. The comparison between when I play Street Fighter every week and I've tried playing the Anniversary Collection on the Xbox Series X versus the PS5. There's pros and cons. Let's talk about them. On the Xbox Series X, there's the ability to block trolls. If some dumb fuck tries to ruin the matches by coming in with a fucked up name or comes in and tries to crash a lobby, you can say, I never want to play them ever again. Block. And Xbox has this online capability. It gets rid of them. You never have to play them ever again. You'll never join a lobby. You'll never have to do a match against that player. They're considered blocked from your feed. Okay? And I actually have a brand new joystick for the Xbox Series X that I got around Christmas. A fan donated it, which is really awesome. And thank you to the fan who did that. And it allows me to play games at a very high level on the Xbox Series X because I've got a great controller for it. Okay? On the PlayStation 5 side of things, there's no ability to block trolls. So every time I try to play Street Fighter on there, they're following me, harassing me, and fucking with me.
I have, you know, emotions. I'm sensitive just like everyone else, and I deserve respect. I don't get it, but I deserve it.
So we are 30 members away from hitting our goal for the month and seeing real growth here on DSP Gaming. Can we do it by the end of the month in 2 weeks with all these new releases? I feel positive about it. I do. I think that we're going to get more people here in the next few days, and then next week for Elden Ring, a giant spike. People are going to be watching, people are going to be subscribing, and people are going to be being members, and people are going to be following, and people are going to be watching, people are going to be talking, people are going to be liking the streams, people are going to be liking the videos, people are going to be leaving comments on the videos, people are going to be tearing their clothes off in excitement for the content. Oh, that's not going to happen. Ha ha. Because you know what that says? Fuck you, fans. We don't care that you like our products. We don't care that you've supported us all these years and made us one of the most prominent gaming companies ever. All we care about is making money today, not what you did for us back then. So fuck you, take it all away, and go fuck yourselves. It's greed. It's literal greed. There's no other explanation for it. They're greedy. They think they don't care about the past. They're moving forward to the future, and we don't care if you want to play the old games. Fuck you. You figure it out for yourselves, and we'll just do whatever we want. And the reason that Nintendo gets away with this is because we support it. That's why they do this. Again, every time Nintendo does something boneheaded, bad for gamers, completely counterintuitive to their own customer base and community, people go, oh, well, it's Nintendo. Give them a pass. How many times will Nintendo get a pass? Until we finally say, you guys are shitheads. We don't care that you're Japanese and you think that culturally you're different than the rest of the world. You still have to be in line with your customers or else you're going to fail. We're going to stop throwing money at you for nothing because you don't deserve it because you don't listen to us. This is a major problem. It really is. The bigwigs over at Nintendo think that they're smarter and better than everyone else. We can make these weird decisions about console designs and fucking game availability and this and that. Oh, you want a redesigned Switch? Fuck you. We give you the Switch OLED that literally has zero of the improvements you wanted, but you'll still buy it because you're stupid enough to do so. And people did. Right? Oh, we're going to make terrible fucking games for many, many years, and no one wants a Wii U, but we're going to sell you this little figurine. For $20, you idiots will buy this fucking piece of shit and support our company because you're so dumb, you'll give us money for nothing, and then we just keep making the same fucking mistakes over and over and over. Yikes! Come on! Enough is enough, man. We got to stop giving them the benefit of the doubt and start calling them on their bullshit and stop supporting their bad business practices. If we keep supporting them, they will just get worse and worse and worse. Video games at one point were synonymous with Nintendo, and I'm sorry, but Nintendo fanboys are the most hardcore fucking fanboys on the planet Earth. They will defend Nintendo no matter what wrongs they do, right? They will defend Nintendo. Nintendo tomorrow, Iwata could come out and say, please understand, fuck you, we don't like customer, suck our big Japanese cocks. And the fanboys would come out and say, oh, that's great, we love sucking Japanese cocks. And they'd find ways to justify. People tell me all the time that they're part of the silent majority. I get, some people leave comments or they'll send me an email and say, hey, just so you know, I'm part of the silent majority. I watch your videos on demand. I don't have time to attend your live streams, but I appreciate that you do this or that. I really have a good time with your content, right? The thing is, when you're watching a video on demand on YouTube, right, what interaction can you possibly have with the content creator besides leaving a comment on the video, right? That's it. That's literally that. Like the video or leave a comment. That's your interaction. It's not live interaction, but at least it's some interaction, right? Now, I've done my best to try to explain to people how important it is to like streams, like videos, and leave comments on them, that it's building up visibility and discoverability for DSP Gaming on YouTube. And it is. It actually is helping tremendously, so thanks to everyone who's doing it. Now, imagine those same people are watching these videos on demand, and now they're like, well, wait a minute. I really like what just happened in that video. That was funny, or that was very informative, or, Phil persevered. He got the true ending of Sifu and stuff like that. I'm not saying it's everyone, but maybe 1 in every 100 people, 1 in every 500 people might say, hey, I'm going to do a super thanks on this video. What is super thanks? Basically, you leave a comment. That comment gets highlighted, just like when you do a super chat here on stream. That comment gets highlighted in the running comment section of the video. And that person can say, hey, Phil, just want to say thanks for the video. You did great. And here's some super thanks. And it attaches a contribution to that, just like a super chat here on the stream. So it's the same thing as a super chat, only on an on-demand basis.
Give me those clicks, give me those views, give me money, money, money.
Again, do I think that this is going to blow me away? Oh my God, overnight, if my super thanks got enabled, I'd become filthy rich, and I'd be dancing in a money pit like Scrooge McDuck. No. I think it'd be like every once in a while someone would use it, but it's better than nothing. It's better to have the option than to not have the option at all. And the way that YouTube runs this is frustrating, because super thanks are literally on a random basis. There is no criteria that YouTube is using to give them out. They're just randomly selecting people and giving them out to test it. It's in an alpha phase right now, not even a beta. It's in an alpha phase. I wrote an email to YouTube, not email, I did their live chat messaging a couple months ago, because surprisingly enough, I'm big enough on YouTube to actually get direct customer support. When you have a channel that has a certain amount of subs, you can actually get direct support from YouTube. Go figure. So I talked live with one of their people, and I said, hey, I'm interested in super thanks. You guys gave me all these features over the last year, like the sub-only mode and stuff, and it all works great. The one thing I really don't have is super thanks. What can you tell me about it? And they're like, well, the way it works is it's random. We're just randomly, there's an algorithm that just gives it out to people to test it, and it's getting more and more extensive testing, and eventually everyone will get it. It is going to be something that will roll out to the entire site at some point in the future, but we can't tell you when, we can't tell you how, and there's no criteria to qualify for it. It's random as hell. So, as much as it might help DSP Gaming, when it comes to maybe some behind-the-scenes contributions and things, when people are watching the on-demand videos, there's absolutely nothing I can do about it. Not that I qualify or don't qualify. There's literally no qualifying criteria for it. Some people randomly get it, some don't. It's just random. RNG. And we all know my luck with RNG. Okay. Give me monies!